It is really important that you watch this video all the way to the end because I'm going to be giving you everything you're going to want to know to be confident to make your first earnings in Fortnite. Just to let you give you like quick background, I am 32 years old and I play on around 50 ping and I am a controller player. So making the solo victory cup finals is not easy for me because I have a lot of disadvantages. However, I did do some research and I found a player that was able to finish with 5 eliminations total and exactly 200 points. So I know if he can do it, I can do it too. Fighting is not my strong suit in game, so this video is designed for people like me who may not be the best in-game fighter, or you're just tired of not making the finals. So either one of those, the video is for you. The strategy that I developed will require the least amount of skill needed, and it will consist of just some good decision making. And then I also did some math and I came up with the placements you need to aim for, also with the amount of games and time allotted throughout the tournament. In the video, I will be VOD reviewing specific games from that player's tournament that earned him the call. We will watch the first game, the next best game, and the game that clutched the call. But before we do that, I want to provide the exact guide that I will be using to make sure that I stay on track to qualify for the finals. I have also put the guide in the description so you can have it to refer to when you're playing a tournament. Also, please be sure you take a screenshot of the points that you get for each placement and have your calculator near you during the tourney, because games can definitely vary to RNG. First, the most important thing that you will need is champion rank. In battle royale ranked, you need champion rank. Last week you needed platinum to play the cup, now you need champion. I strongly advise, if you don't have that already, that you focus on getting that early, because you don't want to do that last minute when everyone's trying to get it, because your games are just going to be that much harder. Second, you need at least 200 points. Last week qual was 199. This means you need to aim to have 200 points in total. Third, you want to aim to have 5 good games out of your 8 games, and you want to allow for 20 minutes of 3 games of bad gameplay. So whether that's off spawn, whether you die before placement starts, or whatever it is, any bad gameplay, you want to save it for those 3 games in 20 minutes. And that is before final queue. So we'll get into like the type of tourneys that you can have, and I'll let you know the one that I'll be aiming to have. So the first one is absolute perfect. You get the qual before final queue. You would get 200 points in total. You can aim for a top 5, a top 10, 2 top 15s, and a top 20, and you would get 5 total eliminations, which equals out to 1 elimination per game for those 5 games. Now that just means that you cannot die off spawn. Like, you have to have like perfect games. You can't die right before placement. This is where you would get those 5 games that you're aiming for. Or you can do 4 good games. That would be a total, you could do 4 good games before the final queue, and you would have a total of 20 minutes of good gameplay. So instead of the bad gameplay, you would have good gameplay, which means, like, say you get some placement from like one of the games that maybe died out early, you get some placement points, and then maybe you also W keyed a little bit and got some elimination points, because there's 2 points per elim, and you get a total of 200 points by the time final queue is at 57. So if it's Eastern time for you, that'd be like 157. So you would get that amount of points before final queue and you would be good to go. Now the easiest one, I think, is the last one that I came up with, and this is going to be the one I'm using as well. So if you don't have like super high skill, I would say aim for this one. That when I say skill, I mean like fighting skill. Like, obviously you need to know how to tarp and play in game, but just like at the end of the day, like, you're just hiding until in game, you know, you make it off spawn, hide till in game. So you would want to aim to have 169 points. That would mean a top 5, top 10, top 15, and a top 15. And in the final game, it's going to be stacked, but it'll be easy. You will get a top 20. So just practicing the stuff you can do to do that is important. I advise just keeping a calculator near you and a screenshot of the placements you need per placement, because like I said, those games can be different for everyone, so you want to make sure that you're getting it. But this was gameplay from Marlon, by the way. I put his Twitch in the description. Be sure to drop the homie a follow. Be sure to like the video and subscribe. We're gonna get right into it, where we're reviewing the player that was able to get 5 eliminations and qual for the finals. So we're gonna get into that gameplay right now. Alright, so we have Void Viper. We're going to be analyzing where he lands. Is he landing at a POI or a no-name location? The loadout he's carrying, so we'll be paying attention to that. The mid-game strategy, the late-game strategy, and the end-game strategy. So we'll be analyzing all of those items. So let's go ahead and get it started, man. Alright, so this location looks like he's unconned. So this is a very good, like, being unconned off spawn is like the best thing in solos. So let's go ahead and speed up. Alright, so right here we are getting an idea of what the loadout is going to be, along with how he's going to play mid game. So right now we see that he's using the iron pump and the pistol, and he's playing Storm. It looks like he's at 83 builds right now, so it looks like he's just gonna play Storm. It's second zone right now, so like it's really no need to be in a rush. He didn't want to take too much Storm, so he played like inside of the circle a little bit, and then like he went back into Storm so he could finish getting loot. So it looks like he's gonna need metal. He's looking like he's gonna carry a big, and we'll just skip forward again so we can see how he gets ready to play the late game, which will be like 4th and 6th zones. Alright, so we're heading into the beginning of the 4th zone, and he has 120 builds, so that's really good, and he pretty much has like the full loadout: the iron pump, the burst SMG, 4 shockwaves, a med kit, and the mist. So it looks like this is going to be the loadout. So if you're looking for a loadout to carry, this is what works. This is the first game, by the way, and he was able to get a top 3. So it looks like he's pushing into circle now, like it's 4th zone, so next zone would be a 2-tick. So you don't want to spend too much time in Storm. Looks like he just played edge map mostly. He's coming into the circle by what is it? This is Cartman land. So yeah, oh, it's Wonky land now. It's Wonky land again now. So yeah, he's like using as much time as he can, using his med kits. He's gonna go in on the very dead side of this, so just playing like the Storm and rotating in dead side looks like it's gonna be the strategy. So that's pretty much what you want to do. We'll skip forward right here to see like where exactly does he get in at. So he's like full dead side right now. He stops at the machine to get a patch up. That's important. Not all machines have med kits from what I've seen, and he just found a great refresh, and he's still in Storm, by the way. It's 5th zone. I don't think he's taking that much Storm damage. It is a 2-tick. He's just waiting it out until he pulls zone, and then now he's in. He's just gonna hide in the old builds is what it looks like. So yeah, this is pretty smart. So he's just chilling, using another med kit. Now he's back full. He has a chug jug, 2 med smokes, and he has the gloves as well. Like he ends up switching out his shockwaves for the gloves, so it looks like the gloves are better. There's 38 people up in the 5th zone, so it's not a super stacked game. It is first game, so a lot of people are gonna key, so it should be pretty easy to play Storm. This person walks up, he's low HP, and he walks up and sits on his wall, so he just gets a free kill right there. So that's just so free. Now he's really fully stacked, like doesn't need to worry about mats or anything. So just playing the positioning, being in a good spot. Like he didn't do anything fancy, he just edited his wall, and that's 1 kill. So it's pretty good. We'll keep watching it from here. I'm gonna speed it up a little bit though. So he just expands with the mats that he has. He has all these chugs and everything, and he's just gonna sit here and wait while it's 6th zone. The next zone will be the first moving zone, so keep a idea on that. I don't even know what I'm trying to say there. The 7th zone opens up and he pulls, so like everything's happening good for the RNG world for him. He just tarps out a little bit to go up. Just chilling for now. I think maybe he's in now. We're gonna go a little bit faster, slow it down a little bit, and now we're like fully in game. Like 7th zone is moving zone, we're fully in game, so we're just waiting for zone to fully close. It's 5 seconds and then it closes, and now it's 23 people, 2nd moving zone. So this is a really good game. This is a really easy game to get a good placement in. Watching what he's gonna do here is very important, because like you want to get those good placements when you make it this far, and that's just like so free to qual. Like this is like probably the most important part. So it pulls back to his tarp, and all he has to do is just like keep editing his boxes and like just keep going back to where it pulls. He's still fully stacked. He hasn't had to use any mats or anything at all. Like he's just chilling. So 137 builds, max loot. Everyone's just fighting it out in the lobby, and he's just sitting AFK. We'll speed forward a little bit just so we can. Okay, so now he's rotating. So he's using the gloves to rotate. He blocks his back. He uses brick. It doesn't matter. Like you kind of want to use wood, but like don't stress about it. Like if you don't switch to wood on the rotate, on your next pause, switch to wood. It's literally just that. So I'm saying that for myself too, because I overthink that instance of things. So he's using the gloves to rotate again. It's 9th zone, so we're just chilling for now. Playing low ground, just making boxes. Like he's not doing anything fancy. He made an edit right there, but he's literally just using gloves for rotate. Like as soon as zone hits his back. So it's kind of like the hammer meta. Like if you remember the hammer, but it's hammer. Anyways, it's much less chaotic. The hammer would break people's builds, but this, you just like leave out the side of your builds or whatever. So right now he's 10th place, 9th zone, so it's the 3rd moving zone, and now it's 10th. So 10 people with the 10th moving, with the 10th zone. He's just refarming and just going. It just pulls back through his tarp. Like he's getting the best RNG right now. So you do want to like take advantage of the RNG when you get it. Like it's no need for him to push anyone. Like he's just chilling. So he has 9 more charges in his gloves as well. So I think he'll use gloves here. No, he actually doesn't. He runs it on foot. I think because it was so close, he didn't want to like just end up on a crazy situation. Now right here, it did look a little hectic. He makes sure to block off his side. He usually just sits in one box. Like he's not doing too much. So now he's making an edit. He edits out mantles, and 7 people left. He's just playing time, playing his mats, playing his heals. He can't take too much storm because of the storm play, but yeah, he's just trying to stay out of storm. He builds. He's really good at tarping, so that's pretty good. Also, it's not that stacked in this game, so that's also pretty good because there's only 6 people left, and it's 11th zone. He just plays his heals. We'll go forward a little bit. Cause he's gonna die here and get a. Wait, I think he gets a top 3 this game. So actually, we'll just keep watching. So he just plays his mats out like nothing fancy. He plays low ground the entire time. He just plays it all the way out until he can't. This person jumps in, and if he wasn't so low, he probably could have won this too. But or if he didn't take as much storm, but. Yeah, that's pretty much that for the first game. Okay, so I noticed a couple things getting to this game, and by the way, this is gonna be the final game. We're not gonna do like the second best game because the first game was the best game. So what I noticed here is he's contested. First of all, he changed his drop as well. Like originally he had landed somewhere outside of Battlewood, and oh my god, he almost died being 1 HP. So I mean, this is even something that we can just look at and like learn from. You gotta have a good drop, and it looks like he changed his drop sometime throughout the tournament. I went to the game before and he landed here as well, like this side of the map. So not really sure why he did that. And it ended up working out for him, but that's one thing that I want to look into in the future. And like I said before, I'm new to making these videos, so we're gonna be improving every time. So he's just getting lurked on and like fully looked at by this kid. Not really sure why this person isn't like just going to go loot. So he's just playing patient. He has 5 builds, but like he's kind of like in a good position where like he just can't get like fully third partied by anyone, or just pushed by anyone, like being on the elevated terrain. So we're just looking to see what happens here. It looks like this person's gonna use gloves and they're gonna try and key. So it ends up turning into a like a little off spawn build fight. Once again, he's low on health, so not really sure what the plan is gonna be here. No more mats. I think this player is just gonna like make a bad play. I guess they tried to disengage, and this is actually really close, but this person's 1 HP now, so he shouldn't even be peeking. Not sure what players are doing in solos, but yeah, that's how that one goes. So now he doesn't have anyone else to worry about, looks like. It's just going back to the same routine as the early game, the first game. Just farming up mats, playing edge of zone. Looks like people may have started fighting near him. He just goes the opposite way. I don't think he was looking to fight, but since he ended up being in one and a person like tries to push him, like it's like the last game and everyone needs the game to qualify. So that was really dumb on that player. Like that was really stupid. Like you shouldn't have pushed. You should have just looted, got your loot. So in solos, you can't really predict behavior of other players. That decision that he made really backfired, and now he's out the game and he won't call, because the people that are in your lobby, they are the ones that are like are also trying to call. Like it shows that he has 2 points. That's a point bug. He should be like around where he needs like 50 more points, not 50, maybe like 40 more points for call. Like I said, he finished with exactly 200, so he just needs like 38 more points or something. So we see he's playing Storm and Painted Palms. He already has max metal from those banana heads. I think that's why he landed over here. The first game it took him a while to get max metal, so that's cool to see. Looks like he's running that same loadout again with the gloves. So the gloves are definitely going to be meta, at least for this playstyle. He's just going from barrels to barrels. He's gonna carry med kits, I believe, if he can find some. So it doesn't look like he finds any med kits. He just used the consumables as well, like the corn and stuff. And he's carrying the iron pump again, which I'm gonna carry as well. Like I don't like only being able to shoot once with the big damage, the big body shot damage shotgun. I don't like only being able to shoot once. So like I said, I'm making this video for people like me. If you're not like an insane W keyer, so he's just playing Storm. He found some med kits. Looks like he's gonna carry bandages. He took the med kit. So he's just gonna carry bandages. He's playing Storm early, so he's like third zone in Storm still. He's just capping out mats. And this side of the map is actually really good to cap out all your mats and stuff. Like you got those banana heads, and then you got some good brick on the way, and then wood's always easy. So looks like he's just playing like close to zone where he's not too far away, and he can, like, just in case he doesn't find enough white heals, he can just walk into zone if needed. Doesn't look like he runs into too many players. Not that many people are playing zone, I don't believe. So right now he's just finding more bandages, white heals, and just playing close to zone. He's gonna take the launch pad. He's gonna go to this little spot right outside of Dark Dominion, and he's look like he's still avoiding player. He just set up a zip line for himself. He's in 4th zone where there's a 1 tick. He's just stalling, played the bush a little bit, set down another zip line, and now he's in like outside of Storm. Like he knows that if he's in Storm for too much longer, then he could get Storm sickness. So what he's doing is, looks like he's just trying to continue to find the dead side. Actually, I'm gonna try something. We're gonna look at the map really quick. So it looks like, yeah, it looks like he's on the dead side, like around here. It looks like he's around. So I think you can see my mouse. We'll go back to the gameplay. Yeah, that's where he's at. I was right, spot on. So he figured out the dead side. So that's like some homework for me to do, and you as well, to figure out zone behavior and player behavior, so you can predict which is going to be the dead side. So it looks like he's still coming into zone with a lot of people maybe somewhat near him, but it's not as many people as it would be if he was like in a congested side of zone. So what he does, he's just making a box. He makes 2 boxes actually, so he's not just sitting in one box. 137 builds left, 4th zone. No one's just keying him at this point, it doesn't look like. So he's just chilling. He got those bandages and minis. Maybe not the ideal loadout for heals, but like at the end of the day, you just want to like stay alive, like play your mats and stay alive. If you have God heals, then that's great, but like as long as you have something and not nothing, that's also still good. So he's just chilling. Looks like he pulled zone for the 5th zone. Everyone's rotating, people are dying. He still needs like 30 more points, 31 more points in order to get that qual. So this is like everyone's, he didn't even shoot at that person. Oh yeah, yes he did. So he's not gonna key it though. He didn't get the kill, so he just leaves it. He's just gonna focus his rotate, which is very smart. He has the gloves, so the rotate shouldn't be that hard. He goes up 1, and going up with the gloves is gonna be really good for elevating. He's just sitting in a box waiting near the bush. He doesn't want to just go out in the open too much. It looks like he's trying to wait for other people to go near him, and then he's gonna go. So let's see what this next player does, and if he goes after this next player. And he has his gloves ready, and we got one person looking back. He's crouch walking so no one sees his footsteps, and now he's gonna go. Storm's at his back. He's still not going to use gloves until he absolutely has to. He builds up a little bit so he can get a better launch off his gloves. As you know, you have like 4 charges, and now he's in pretty much. He's like No, he's not in, but he's just pausing because he needs to let his gloves recharge. He has 7 more charges left, and there's 40 people. Not sure how he's gonna play this out. So you got to be really good at end games in order to place. Like you have to be really good at end games. So this can also happen where someone just tries to jump on you while you're rotating, and now he's getting shot at. But he does still have good mats. He's using his minis, and you have to remember he's less than 150. He's 125. So like 125 HP, now 56 HP, but he's using his mats, he's healing. But that new shotgun in the game, it does 150 damage to the body, like not even a headshot. So you have to be very careful with your rotates. He only has 4 gloves left, and it doesn't look like he gets a refresh. There's 36 people left in this lobby, so he's really gonna have to play his mats. So let's see what he does on his next rotate. We're gonna speed up a little bit. This is the first move in zone. So he sits in his cone for a little bit. He sees the rotate. It looks like he pulls a little bit, maybe not, but he uses 2 charges, and now he's back in. Looks like he might be in. No, he's not in yet. He needs to go up a layer. He gets, like, he has to have gotten extremely lucky there. There's some really good RNG right there. It looks like he's maybe in now because he's fully boxed up with his metal, and it looks like if he had died there, that would have been just a heartbreaker. And it's crazy, like he was able to get out of that situation. So just seeing everything that's happening, to be this close to qual, you're gonna need a lot of luck on your side. So you kind of want to just make sure you avoid situations where there's risk, and you want to make sure that you're like taking advantage of all good situations that you're in. Like his first game, he took advantage and got a top 3, so that was very helpful to set the tone. Right here we're just sitting in a box 8th zone, 29 people left, and he only has 2 more charges on the gloves. Zone's gonna close in like 1 second, so we'll see where it pulls. It kind of pulls towards him, so he doesn't have that much of a rotate. Let's see if he uses both gloves or not, or if he used any gloves at all. So we'll just sit patient right here waiting for his rotate. So it looks, oh my god, he just found a god refresh. So just paying attention to around you. He didn't even find like more gloves, but still paying attention to around you, you can maybe find like leftover loot. Looks like he's playing one side of the zone, like the moving zone. So he picks a side, and this is 8th zone, so he picks like the right side, so he doesn't have too many people on opposite sides of him. He using his cone to like look through to see what's around him. And honestly, this isn't the best spot, I wouldn't think. I mean, it's kind of like low key, so you're kind of out the way, but like when it's time to rotate out the box, like let's see what he does here, because like right now it looks like he's looking for a refresh, but he's gonna have to rotate in 1 second. This is gonna be another moving zone. So, and it looks like it's far as well, so he just goes out on foot. He doesn't watch his back at all, he just goes for it. So as soon as the zone opens, he goes for it. He gets front side, he doesn't hesitate at all, like he immediately goes. And now he's trying to like set up like an exit from the box that he's in. He still has really good mats as well, 92 builds, 9th zone, so he doesn't have to go for a refresh. But I mean, it's still kind of like important that he looks for him. Like he doesn't want to just like fully turn his eye blind to it. So he just goes again. He doesn't use his, it doesn't look like he used gloves. I'm not sure what happened to his gloves. I must have missed that, but either way, he only had like 2 gloves to spare. So now the rest of his rotates will be on foot. So he's just sitting here in wood. He's playing low ground, and I think maybe low ground is the move, because I believe he played low ground the first game that we watched, game number 3. So in games, if you can get low ground, like he's playing low ground 8th, 9th, 10th moving zones, and he's picking a side. Like he doesn't have anyone to his side, he's just playing the edge. I hear someone behind him. Yeah, that was spooky. He needs 1 more point for the, no, he needs more than 1 more point for the qual, I think, because he had exactly 200 points, and he's sitting right next to someone, and that was just good awareness at the end of that, but very bad awareness from that other player. He still needs a lot more points, because he gets a top, I think, 8 this game, so like probably like 8 more points or something that he needs. He's going up layers. He blocked this back off, and now he's getting low on mats, but he's still playing at low ground, still playing that side. He has bandages, so he's using those. This player's trying to get in, and I mean, he got top 7, so he did what he needed to do, or top 8. He did what he needed to do, and I'm gonna be putting out more videos like this, so just let me know what you want to see. Good luck to all of y'all. If you watch this to the end, good luck to you in the solo victory cup coming up this week, and any other solo tournaments that you will be playing this season. I'll be using this video and the guide, like I said, it'll be in the description. I'll be using this video to help me as well, so hopefully it helps you. Hope you have a good day.